Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me again, Emil Klein. Today is Sunday, the 22nd of October, 2017. And, yep, it's the evening now here in Madrid. And, well, yesterday I started this video, but unfortunately I had to delete it because it had so many mistakes. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna have any mistakes today, but yeah, too many mistakes for my taste. So, well, first of all, I'm gonna show you something I have here. It's Belhaven Black Scottish Stout. Oh yeah, we're gonna pour it and oh. Tricky one, ha. Yeah, right. As if I was gonna spill any of it. Not. Huh. Pretty weird. It looks like cappuccino. Alright. Alright. Empty. Look at this. Doesn't it look like cappuccino? Mochaccino? Anything in chino? Yeah. Well, this is what I'm going to taste today. It's a Scottish Stout. And I'm not expecting it to be that fizzy, to be honest. But anyway, it's interesting how it's how the froth is reducing. But anyway, as I was saying, yesterday I was showing how yesterday I purchased the Composer Pro XL compressor from Behringer. It's an mdx2600, and to be honest, it's not only a compressor, but it's also, well, it's kind of equalizing compressor, something like that. Okay, in the future, I think that I'm almost sure that I will buy the graphic equalizer. So, some of the things I was showing yesterday were some of the videos, and how frustrating is the fact that I've been looking for videos to check how it sounds, how the Behringer sounds. And unfortunately, I have found a couple of videos, pretty old videos, but that's not the point. I mean, it's not the point that they have a crappy camera and they look like if they're filming from the 80s or something. The problem is that they are trying to show the sound just with the camera's microphone. And that's really frustrating, because if you want to purchase something, then you really want to let me see, hold on. Okay. So if you want to purchase something and you want to check the sound first on YouTube, then you want to hear the original sound, and it's not that difficult just to plug it in the interface and check how it sounds, right? But anyway, I mean, I have checked about 10 videos, and I'm not lying, and you can look for this. I've checked like 10 videos, and you cannot hear anything. It won't show you how the thing sounds, how the Composer Pro sounds. It's really frustrating. So once I get it, then I'm gonna have to make one decent video to show how it really sounds. And I was thinking that it might be useful, especially for streaming, because of the sounds, and especially when you are streaming music live, then it's going to, balance the the sounds. If I'm talking, then it's gonna reduce the sound of the volume of the music. And then if I stop talking, then it's going to increase the volume of the music as well. So, but anyway, something else. Let me see. Well, yesterday I showed a couple of videos, but it's stupid. I could show you a couple of examples. I mean, I'm going to choose one video, a random video. I'm not even choosing a specific one. I'm just going to go to YouTube and choose one of the videos. Why not? But I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. There I am. It says that I'm live now. Can you believe that? Let's see. History. Well, just saying, I'm just gonna choose one. Oh, look. The thruft is almost gone. To be honest, I have learned that if you want to drink, you're just gonna drink it straight from the can, right? But if you want to drink properly, the stouts, then it has a special glass, and it's not this one. Actually, this one is more for blonde beer. But the stout has a little glass, a special one, that you should use when you drink it. Why? Because some glasses, they show you how the beer or the stout smells, and it gives you a better idea of how it tastes. But anyway, skål, like the Vikings say, skål. It's okay. It's quite light. It's a bit sweet, and it's a bit flat. But you have to understand that things in the UK are not really fizzy, especially beer. So if you try the English beer, it's not like the rest of the beer around the world. The beer around the world can be a bit fizzy, a bit cold, like between 4 degrees and 14 degrees, which is okay. But the English beer is going to be a bit flat. It's a bit watery. And the temperature is only 1 degree lower than the environment temperature. Yeah. So it's not that cold. I mean, because England can be a bit cold, but let's say that if it's around 13 degrees, then it's going to be 12, or let's say 10 degrees. So it's not that cold. So, but this one, I think it's about 7-8 degrees. And it's pretty flat, and it tastes, I don't know, woody. You can taste the the burnt, that smoky taste of the stout, but it's not fizzy. I mean, it's got a bit of throat, but that doesn't mean that it's fizzy. It tastes more like, well, if you have tried the Reserve, like anything is Reserve or Gran Reserva, then that's the taste. It's a bit sweet. And I would say that you could taste some alcohol, but actually you can't, because it's like 4 point something. Let me check. It's 4.2, so it's not that strong. What a nice Pepsi. Okay, so let me see. Which is the one that I'm gonna check? Oh, by the way, today I was checking some speaker simulators, and I would suggest checking the Palmer PDI-03. There are two. Okay, because there's one that is a long one, a flat one, and the other one is named after a guitarist whose name oh yeah, Joe Bonamassa. JB, like that. PDI-03, Joe Bonamassa. So the thing is that the PDI JB is good because it's cheaper than the other one. Way cheaper. It's like 100, 120, 150 approximately. And what it does, well, if it's a speaker simulator, then of course it's going to simulate or emulate a speaker. But it sounds really cool. The thing is that the Palmer PDI-03 JB, named after this, well, it's like a DI box, okay? So let's make the difference. One is like a DI box, and if you don't know anything about DI box, I'm gonna show you one. So everything that looks like a DI box is really nice, comfortable, yeah, like this, okay? That's a DI box. The DI box, it has like some kind of impedance that you record with this. Never record your guitar or bass, especially the bass, never without a DI box. If it goes straight to the computer or an interface, because it's gonna sound a bit distorted. Are you going to burn the computer? Not really. But it's not gonna sound like the real sound of the guitar. So what it does, it has an impedance. It has some circuits here that they stop and regulate the amount of energy, the amount of power that goes to the computer and that the computer receives, right? So this could be like some kind of, well, it's not a speaker simulator, but it's a little amplifier, let's say. Okay, so it regulates the current. So there's another one that is the opposite of the DI box. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Give me one little second while I do something, okay? I'm still here, but oh, you see? So this is what I'm talking about. With a behringer, the music would go down. Yeah, but right now it's like I'm struggling with this. The music is still the same, and I have to be shouting whenever there's music playing, and and I'm talking at the same time. All right, so as I was saying just before I was rudely interrupted, I showed you the DI box, and now this is the opposite. What is this? It's not a DI box, it's a reamp box, and it's from Palmer. The couple, the reamplification box. What does that mean? It does not the opposite, but it does it in a different way. So the DI box is like you're recording straight from the guitar. It goes to the computer, and the signal goes, it has a balance, right? But when it goes out, and instead of using these shitty plugins that they sound like crap, some of them sound good, but the problem is that if you want to be honest and you don't want to be stealing software, then you're gonna use the reamp box. And the reamp box, what it does is that once you have the signal recorded in your DAW, in your digital audio workstation, then you just play it without any effects. Maybe with a little, it could be a little equalized, but not with distortion, of course, because it's gonna sound like shit. So you play it like that, and then you add a new track. So while it's playing, the cable, well, you plug the cable to the interface. In my case, because it doesn't have like a decent output, I have to plug it in the headphone at output. Then it goes out to the reamplification box, and from the reamplification box it goes to the amplifier, and then it sounds, it's the opposite, as I was telling you. It's not like from the guitar to the computer, but the computer, that electricity, that electric impulse goes out of the computer in a very savage way, in a very wild way. So the reamp box just transforms. It has another impedance that transforms the energy that goes to the amplifier just to make it sound like if you are really playing the guitar. So you can tweak the amplifier and you can play with the knobs and the buttons, and you can equalize your guitar, and you can choose the distortion you want and the tone and everything you want. Okay, so having said that, you can use different pedals. And yesterday I was showing a couple of pedals. Maybe, let me see. Jesus Christ again. Alright, hold on. Never mind. So, I have two cameras now, and unfortunately, this one over here is a bit too dark. Let me see. Now it's not that dark, but it's not so good. But it doesn't matter. So, I'm gonna use this camera to show you some of the gear I have. Okay? So, for example, you have your interface. This is a Fast Track Duo, and as I was telling you, I use this one over here just to take out the signal and send it to the reamp box, and from the reamp box it goes straight to the amplifier. Let me see. That's the amplifier. Oh yeah. But now, something else that you have to take into account is the fact that when you buy a reamp box, no one tells you that you're gonna need special cables. Okay? So, for example, the cable that goes out, it's a 1/3 jack. It's a normal jack that it goes out, but then it has here a female XLR. So as you know, most microphones, you would say, oh yeah, no, but I would use an XLR from any microphone. Yeah, but the microphone, any microphone, let's say this one, this microphone is male. The connection, this plug, is female. So how can you plug a female to a female? Do you understand? So you need to buy a special cable. Take that into account. keep that in mind, that it's from jack to an XLR, but it has to be a male XLR, not a female. Okay, so you can plug it straight to the reamp box, and then you can use your normal jack cable from the reamp box to your amplifier. Okay, you might be wondering, what is that? What is that little thing over there? That's the level. Okay, I understand why they designed this thing, why they put this level thing, this little button, not button, but this thing. Okay, to regulate the level. It's the volume. You need all the volume. Do not put it like half of it. No, it's the whole volume. And on the interface, the one that is going out, the output has to have the whole volume. Do you understand? So it's going to recreate the current, the energy of a real guitar. It's super interesting, to be honest. I mean, it's amazing when once you're working with this stuff. It's really cool. So something else I was showing the other day, it was yesterday. Okay, what I was showing yesterday was my mixer. This is really cool because I have plugged the 2 microphones from the amplifier. I have plugged, in a nutshell, I have plugged 4 microphones. 2 that go into they're in this box, isolated box that I built. So I'm not gonna bother my neighbors. And I'm not using the expensive ones because I told you that this channel is about cheap stuff, but excellent sound. So if you listen to my music, then you can tell that I have good sound. Almost, yeah, it's not the best sound, but it's pretty decent, super decent. And then I have, what else? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you all the pedals that I have to be using whenever I record or whenever I'm broadcasting, like streaming live. So just give me a second and I will show you a couple of pedals that I have. Whoopsie. Okay, so that was a bit difficult, but as you can see, right on the left we have the silencer, and the silencer is a famous brand. It's a noise gate. It's a famous noise gate brand. It's not only the how do you call it, the Boss brand, but it's also from I don't remember the name. Let me check. Hold on. Electro Harmonix. So sorry about that. So Electro Harmonix, the silencer is pretty decent, and believe me, it's gonna cut all the noise. But unfortunately, sometimes when you're moving the knobs, it cuts everything, even the sound of the, well, if you move too much the reduction and the threshold, it's gonna cut even the signal, the guitar signal. So you better be careful with that. Then we have the other one, the other pedal. It's a distortion pedal. That's the famous Metal Zone. Why? Because we're not going to spend a lot of money on, you know, stuff like Keith Marrow uses. Who gives a crap? I mean, if the guy has a lot of money and he can invest on like really expensive stuff, then good for him. But if you're starting your own home studio, then you're gonna start with something simple. That's Metal Zone is good. Then the next one, right next to the Metal Zone, it's compressor. That compressor, I think, is from Behringer again. It's quite decent, and you use it not for metal. That's something that I have learned. Compressor is not good for metal, although you can use it, but there's like a slight difference. If you move the knobs a little bit, then you will see that it's almost no difference. It's gonna increase the distortion, but I mean the distortion, like there's gonna be a horrible sound, a horrible distortion that will affect the sound of your guitar. So never use it with distortion, because it's like an extra distortion, and you don't need a distortion for the distortion. Then we have the graphic equalizer from Behringer again. It's a cheap pedal, but it makes miracles. It makes wonders. Like if you move all the little buttons, the knobs and everything, the highs and lows and mids, it sounds perfect. Because at least for my my amplifier is not that fancy. It's a 120 amplifier. It's an MG100FX. It's not expensive at all. Seriously, it's not. I mean, I truly believe that you can get the best sound with cheap stuff. It's like, you know, you want to make beer, you can make beer with cheap stuff. You want to, I don't know, make coffee. If you really know how to make coffee, then you're going to make coffee with cheap stuff. So let me see what else. Yeah, I found the graphic equalizer really useful because it enhances, it boosts the distortion in my amplifier. I mean, it has some kind of distortion there. The original one sounds like shit, but once you put the equalizer, it sounds really cool, and so cool that it can recreate a little bit, okay? Not like completely, but kind of, the sound of the Metal Zone. It's quite good. So for recording, I would suggest the Metal Zone. It depends on what kind of music you play. In my case, I play death metal, deathcore, death metal, experimental death metal, experimental metal, whatever. So that's what I use. And finally, do you see that power source? Oh yeah, with those beautiful LEDs. Yeah, that power source has capacity for 10 different pedals. 8 pedals that are 9 volts, and then one that is 10 volts, and the other one is like 12, and different amperage as well. But it's quite decent. It's quite nice. and I can use all my pedals. Not a problem. All right, so then I told you, yeah, that I was gonna share one of these videos, and I didn't in the end. So give me just 1 second over here. So you see, I can't find it because it says Behringer Composer Limiter Processor Dynamic. Well, it's not even dynamic, it's dynamic. mdx2600. That's not the one I okay, here it is. So this one, Composer Behringer Pro XL, and is the 2600. And I'll share this part with you. Let me see. Yeah, here and over here.
Programación de este aparato, que es un compresor.
So sorry about that. Yeah, so sorry about that, because so you see, it's very difficult because they show as if they're showing. I mean, they put the title like if they're showing the compressor when they're actually just asking questions. Who the hell does that? I mean, if you're asking a question, then you say question and the name of the device, right? But it's not like that. Hold on. Let me see. God, I'm going to have to look for another one. This one, okay. So this one. And this one, I think, I'm not sure if it's in Italian or in Portuguese. It's a whole mess. Okay, so here you go. All right. This one.
Compressor Behringer.
That's Portuguese.
Que o modelo mdx2600, que acabou de ser vendido pelo Mercado Livre ao senhor Milton. Aqui ele ligado, a corrente é 110 volts.
Okay, so I was trying to find, something decent, and I thought because it was in Portuguese it was gonna be decent. No, the guy was selling it. So then they show another one that is mdx2200 compressor. No, it's not the 2600. They're showing, okay, there's another one, 2600 DJ kit, but they show only a graphic, like a little graphic to know how to plug it. Then another one that it says quick look, and actually is a quick look. It's like, here is the thing. Okay, why having these kind of videos when you can just look for the picture on the internet? You Google it, you see the picture, and you know what it looks like. But, investing some time, making a video, not even editing, and uploading, it's like so stupid. And then I was looking for more. There's another Behringer mdx2600, but unfortunately, yeah, let me see if I can share that. What I'm looking at. Oh yeah. Here. Hopefully you're looking at what I'm looking at. Seriously, this Stout is super flat. Okay, so it says Behringer mdx2600 ESSB compressor part 3. part 3, but the sound is shit. And then compressor part 2, and they keep talking crap, and they never show what the compressor sounds like. So, well, and I can show you a lot more, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. And we're gonna get rid of this one, and we're going to go back to this one. Give me just a second. Okie dokie. So that's my complaint, and I have another complaint. I don't like this Stout. The Stout, well, it tastes okay, but I like the Stout to be a bit fizzy, not flat. Okay, so I think this is it. I'm not gonna play anything. Oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I'm learning how to play. But I'll play it with the acoustic guitar. What kind of guitar is this? It's a Yamaha acoustic guitar. Alright, so let's see if you recognize this song. Of course, it's Lamb of God, because Lamb of God is, well, one of my favorite bands. Let's see if I remember. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Okay, boys and girls, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate that. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget to leave your comments, okay? Bye. See ya.